What if the next step in your healing journey is much smaller than you think? I used to dream always very big until I start understanding it all starts by taking a little step in the now. Last week we were in Paraguay and we had a very interesting experience that we like to share with you. And we'd like to share more about how important it is to be aware of the small steps we can take in our now moment.
Yeah. So we went to Paraguay with a big idea of what our next project would be. How would we working like a nomad in South America? Paraguay is only the first step, but it can be in any other country. So we were figuring out before we left. Okay, we are good in coaching, and so we came with a plan like coaching on the spot. So what do you do as a coach on the spot? You find a project and you assist that project, and in the meanwhile you are there, you feel things, you see things, so you can change the energy, and that was the whole beautiful idea.
And we are still in this process of fine tuning what it actually is, what we wanted to do. But because we were having a journey to South America before we moved there permanently, we thought, let's use this time to already start visiting some projects to see in real life if it's resonating with our ideas or not.
Yeah, the funny thing was, of course, that the universe suddenly gave us a week extra time.
Yeah.
And so that suddenly a week extra time, that was of course the trap we could step into, and we did. We
Yeah.
stepped completely eyes open, stepped into the trap.
Yeah, because we thought this is the moment that we can just make the big step for our next journey
Yeah.
in life.
So it was the mind telling us, yeah, go for it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and it was our European mind think, yeah, you have a time frame of a week, all the time of the world.
You would do it like this. So, and it started, and the universe made it really, a really comfortable trap.
Yeah.
So it started like immediately there was a connection in Paraguay,
Yeah.
and we asked them, oh, maybe do you know some projects, maybe a little spiritual? Maybe I know something. So we were immediately connected. It was like in a few hours to a person who was connected to NGOs working in Paraguay with tribes, Native American, Native Indian tribes. And it all sounded like, wow, super, super, super. So the first question of that person was, okay, what do you want to come to do here? And that was the trap. So I started telling on the phone in another language, it was German. I started telling what we thought about when we were here in Spain. I
Yes.
started telling exactly the things we were thinking out of what we would like to do, the things like we are doing somewhere in a project.
Yeah, and we didn't realize that we had not pay any attention on what kind of projects it would be.
We didn't realize it.
No, we were just not there in that phase yet. We were still in the process of fine tuning our idea here in Galicia for our next journey, and that will be like in a couple of months. So this was like a pre-step.
Yeah.
So it was
Pre-trap.
a pre-trap.
Yeah. So we started explaining what we thought about before, but we
Yeah.
didn't realize that if we talk about a project,
Yeah,
there are so many different ways people are understanding the same word project.
yeah,
Can have so many different meanings, and then we're talking about a different continent, so the projects have a different energy anyway. So this first conversation made us realize, oh, wait a minute, this is not the way to do it. We have to really go back and step back in this wide, big idea we have, and make it small,
yeah.
and start writing down what do we want and how can we assist in projects, and what kind of projects are there?
Yeah, and for us it was a perfect mirror because the idea of working in projects and to assist, that is very clear.
Yeah,
So it was very easy to meet a lot of different people who were connecting to projects. So we met many peoples, and then we didn't had our story ready. So a lot of crazy projects came came to the surface, and we were like, no way, this is not fitting for us.
yeah,
So for us it was very clear to see if you don't have clear what your idea is, the other people can go crazy with that information.
yeah. It's like it made us realize that we really had to define what we want.
Yeah.
And when we start doing that, because after that conversation, we immediately started talking about it and writing down. And then we realized, oh, wow,
Yeah.
we know exactly what we don't want already. Not everything, but there was quite a list of things we really don't want.
Yeah.
And then we started looking on the internet, what kind of projects there are on offer. And then we start realizing, wow, there are some really, for us, not attractive projects. So we have a list of what we don't want, and then we see a lot of things we don't want because it's offered like this. So the whole world of projects started being more, getting more like a drawing for us. It became more like a picture for us.
Yeah, and this is why we decided to make this a topic, to be aware of taking little steps, because this is our example what we are now living, and we had a perfectly mirror about the teachings we give to other people. Hey, if you don't have clear where you are, what you want to do, you're not coming there.
Yeah.
And it all starts by making little steps.
Yeah.
So do you recognize that feeling of getting stuck, of getting overwhelmed by trying to change everything at once, like we did, like we are doing now?
We did, because we now we realize that we did it.
Physical, we felt like overwhelming because we could not answer the questions of the people, what it is that we were trying to dive in.
Yeah. So we were overwhelmed that we couldn't answer the questions which came directly to us.
Yeah, and on some point I freeze or you freeze, and we are together. So it's always good that we can, if one of us freeze, we can start talking to each other and stay in movement in this.
Yeah.
But those are the physical symptoms. If you have like a big thing you want to achieve and you don't know how to reach it, it's the big gap, and you can get overwhelmed, you can get demotivated, freeze. It also can bring a lot of sadness up because you don't know where to come.
And also it brings chaos because there were people talking to us, yeah, we have projects for you, and then they offered projects which we started talking about, and during this conversation, we start realizing, okay, but hey, this is not the way we want it. This is like starting a coaching organization in Paraguay, which is absolutely not the idea we had. But there was like, they showed us the house, the space, you can rent it and you can live there and everything, and it's
and give the coaching, and, the healing that you were good in.
So it's like if you don't have the clarity. And the big trap was that we didn't realize we don't have the clarity, and it was all like brought to into the now a bit quicker than we expected, and we thought, oh, we can do this.
Yeah.
And we even thought about, yeah, it's a good moment. Now we can find a project this week, so then when we come back, we can maybe find 3 projects and we can select which one is the good one.
We know how overwhelming emotions and patterns can be when you are in the middle of this.
And at some point you may have the feeling that you need some support.
Yeah, and this is exactly the kind of process we help people move through.
Be gentle with yourself.
I always try to fix the moment that I'm in by trying to run as fast as I can to achieve more information in this. And in this journey, I realized the first thing to do is make it smaller again. So instead of running harder, it is to actually stop and start, talk again.
Yeah.
So how do you see it? How do I feel it? Eh? Go back to the drawing table. In the end, we didn't visit any project, but we went home with a lot of new information for ourselves to start researching more and to talk and to understand more of what it is what we want.
And to help you, because this what happens to us
Yeah.
is like a mirror for you, hopefully, or not, maybe not. But it helps you recognize, hey, okay, if something is really big and you get you freeze or you get stuck or you get somehow the energy is not flowing in the way you want,
Yeah.
step back,
Yeah.
breathe, connect to your heart, and make things small so that your mind is not saying, oh, we can do this all, but your heart is saying, making the smaller steps and saying, tranquilo, just do this one, and then from there you can see what other one is coming up.
Yeah. So today I have a question for you. What would be the most simple step you can make in something you want to do for a long time? So make it small and see what it is that you can do today to go to your dream, the fantasy, the project that is important for you in life.